Hey babes, what is going on? I'm Indrani Phillips, your manifesting maven and transformational coach, and today I'm going to give you 3 simple tips to turn overwhelm, fear, and anxiety into inspired action. Now, this topic came up for me recently because I put some posts out there. I've asked my clients, I posted in my Facebook group, and I asked what is the biggest struggle that my women are going through right now. And this was one of the top ones. It's the anxiety, it's the fear, it's the overwhelm that comes from wanting to make sure we're taking the right action. And what that ends up doing is keeping us paralyzed, small, and in fear. So today I'm going to share with you 3 simple tips that you can do right now to turn that fear, that anxiety, that analysis paralysis into freaking inspired action and be able to start designing that life that you're obsessed with. So number 1 is to really ask yourself, what am I afraid of? So many times when we have overwhelm, we don't want to do it, we have anxiety, we have fear, it's because we're afraid of something. So ask yourself, what am I afraid of? Number 2, you want to ask yourself, what do I truly desire? What do I truly desire? And let that sink in. Number 3 is you want to say, okay, what are some inspired actions I can take to fulfill this desire that I have? So those are the 3 things that you're going to do. And once you get to that 3rd piece, I want you to make sure you have a piece of paper and a pen. The prettier the better, because it's all about creating high vibrations. And when things are pretty and you love it, it creates a sense of joy. So have a piece of paper and a pen ready with you. And I want you to jot down everything that comes to you regarding taking inspired action. All of the little inspiration hits that happen. Now, so many times we don't do that extra step by writing it down, but trust me, that is so, so powerful. And being able to have it all there and be able to review it later. So many times, at least for me, I don't know about you, I would get an amazing idea and I'm like, oh my God, that's really good. I'm gonna act on that later. Later came and I'm like, what was that idea again? And I'd be racking my brain, I get stressed out. I'm like, that was so good, why didn't I write it down? So go ahead and mitigate that completely and make sure you have a piece of paper and a pen and you write down all those inspired actions. And then what you're going to do is you're going to take a look at those actions and you're going to pick one thing that inspires you on the list to do right now. And that's how you get out of that anxiety, that overwhelm, the analysis paralysis, the fear, by taking inspired action and really investigating, seeing what's going on, and then taking action to get out of it. So now I'm going to share with you a little bit of my personal story and where I use this in my life that exploded. So when I first started my coaching business, I was really nervous. I was worried about whether I was going to get the right clients, whether I was going to have sales conversations, how to enroll them into my coaching programs, how am I going to market? You know, I had all of these questions with a new business. And it really kept me in fear. It kept me small. It kept me not wanting to post and share anything because I had so much fear about the whole thing. And then I started using my system. So first I asked myself, what am I afraid of? And I started realizing I was afraid because I had confidence issues. I felt unworthy. I didn't know how to sell. I didn't know how to have these conversations. I didn't know, what my people wanted. So all of these fears, I gave the space to let it out. And as you cast light on that darkness, it's not dark anymore. So that fear has something and it wants to tell us something. So let it speak and let it come up and release. Because the worst thing that we can do is push that fear down, pretend it doesn't exist, because in the darkness is where it festers. And for me, in my personal story, it festered for so long that I literally had a physical breakdown, and it really held up a lot of areas in my life. So you want to make sure that you are able to give it space and release it. So by asking the question, what am I afraid of? You can listen to that and take that knowledge. Number 2 is I asked myself, why do I really desire this? What is my true desire in this? And it came to me quickly that I wanted to inspire the world, that I was able to find a way to reverse engineer, get out of depression, get off of pain medicine, and stop being numb in my own life and be able to create and design a life and business I was obsessed with. I have never hit the same levels of happiness. And I spent tons and tons of money going to all these different trainings, figuring it out on my own. And I wanted to create an easy process for other people to go through to be able to uncover their blocks, find their purpose, take action, and create an effortless life that was theirs. So as I got enlisted in why I wanted to do this and what my goals were and how I wanted to inspire others and make a bank load of money, that got me really clear and it got me guided and on track. And then number 3, I asked myself, what inspired actions can I take to fulfill my desires? And then I wrote it all down. I had a whole list of things. I took a look at everything and I said, what is inspiring me right now to do? And I just picked one of those things and then I did it. And then the next day I picked something else and I did it. So as you start working off that list, you're going to increase your confidence because you're doing what you say. You're going to increase the trust in yourself because this is all coming from within. You're not Googling nothing. You're using your inner access. And as you start using that, you'll get more information and more knowledge about it. And you're like Nike, you're just doing it and you're taking action. So you're showing the universe that you're serious about this and you're invested by taking the action. And know that the next steps will continue to come, and you already have a list of what those next steps are. So that is how you turn overwhelm, fear, anxiety, analysis paralysis into inspired action. I'm your manifesting maven and transformational coach, Indrani Phillips, and as always, I'm sending you love, light, and oodles of positive vibes. That's from me to you, so feel it, receive it, and know that it takes effort to be effortless, but trust me, it is absolutely 100% worth it. I'm living proof. Thank you so much, and make sure that you subscribe to my channel or you go ahead and hit up my website so then you are getting all the up-to-date knowledge and advice and information I send out to you. And until next time, it takes effort to be effortless and you're worth it.